Hello, grade 5. How are you? Today we will continue in unit 7, reading comprehension and vocabulary in a pupil's book. Then we will move to work to booklet. So open your pupil's book, page 78. Question number 1. Read the sentence and write true or false. 2000 years ago, newspaper traveled slowly. True. The Chinese government wore self. False, because they wrote on a self. 3. The first newspaper appeared in Germany. True. 400 years ago, newspapers were printed every day. False. Nowadays, not for 400 years ago. 5. Sometimes there is a separate magazine inside a newspaper. It's a true sentence. Here, 6. The reporter decides what will go in a paper. False, not the reporter, the editor. Janie Brown and her father were walking up Black Downs Hills last week. False, not last week, yesterday. Jenny used her phone to speak to the search and rescue team. False, not her phone. Joe Carver's phone. The helicopter takes the injured man to the hospital. True. Joe Carver has fallen several times. False. It's the first time. Next question here. This question we have already discussed it in the class here. How many newspaper can you name? كان الغد الدستور الرأي. Do you ever look at sport pages in the newspaper? Some children say yes and some children say no. Here, which word can you describe Jenny as the best? We said she is a brave girl. Here, this question is not important. This question is very important. Here we have mistake, search, magazine, editor, and decided. Rescue. So, Ben's favorite space is all about plane. Ben's favorite magazine. A helicopter went to rescue the sailor from the sinking ship. Okay, so أنقذوا الهليكوبتر أنقذت البحارة اللي غرقت فيهم السفينة. Anna decided to join the basketball club. Mom lost her ring and we had to search for it everywhere. The editor put the news story about the fire on the front page. Always correct a mistake when you notice it. Now let's move to booklet. Look here, we have vocabulary. You should know the meaning of the vocabulary. Newspaper, reporter, editor, rescue, unconscious words. We already translate these vocabulary in the previous lesson during we read that lesson. Okay, here. How did people get new 2000 years ago? People told each other about important happened. How long did it take to get news? Sometimes it was weeks. Here, what? Change A to A. What did the Chinese government use to write the news on it? They used self. When did the first newspaper appear? The first newspaper appeared in Germany. 5. How often did they print a newspaper? It printed every week. Number 6. What is something inside the newspaper? Sometimes they put magazines. What do reporters do? They go to the scene of the news and find out what happened, or find out what happened here. Find out and what happened here. What happened? Okay, here I missed the word what. Let's edit it. What happened? Yes, let's continue the second page here. Yes, question number 8 and 9. The editor here. What does the editor do? The editor reads the reporter work and decides what will be in the paper. The last question, who was Joe Carver? Joe Carver is a rock climber. Here, Find out from the text noun, verb, adjective, preposition, present verb, and adverb of time. This question is homework. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, check with me on WhatsApp. يعطيكم